Well, good afternoon, y'all. It's Tuesday, January 2nd. We're just a little before 12:30. Hope y'all had a good Christmas, good New Year's. Everything was good on my end that I know of. Nothing to complain about. Weather's been good. We're finally getting into winter weather, kinda. Finally, about time. Yeah, still kind of lacking on some rain. We've got some rain. Retailer did do some, which not for us. They did shoot some gas like that Thursday and Friday right before Christmas. They did shoot gas there. Had some spring prepay. They got their price out. Some guys wanted some ammonia shots, so they ran some ammonia. Got it done. So yeah, which we're too wet now to do anything anyway, but every little bit helps for them for the spring, so that was a good thing for them. If they'd have had the price quicker, I'd say they probably could have done more if they could have got some more ammonia. But yeah, just a little quick update, kitties. It's everything's piled in here. Getting ready. Put this contraption on the skid steer. It goes right there. This will tree shear that I'm going to put on here. Around our old lagoon, we used to have hogs. Oh, way back, way back. I mean, before I don't remember us ever having hogs. So I think in the early '80s, we got out of the hogs. Was gone here. Neighbor rented our hog building. Oh, I don't know when they started, but I think they ended in '98 when things went south. I think '98 was the last year they ever had hogs. They had hogs here. Oh man, 5-6 years. So I don't really know exactly how long, but they had them here for a long time. Yep, I gotta go get it dug out. Gotta go get the tree shear out of the shed. I just put it in the shed there about 2 weeks ago. But yep, I want to kind of use it to kind of go around our lagoon. Kind of got some briars I can't do much about, but just got some trees starting. But we tried to use the grinder around it once, and everything's just too far over the hump for safety reasons. You can't get to it. But anyway, this went down and got a CMI. That went wider. CMI was done on this. I took it down in December, 1st of December, middle of December. Got it back. I brought it back home Thursday. Wednesday or Thursday, I brought it back home. So it's good. I got her all cleaned up. So it looks good. It's ready to go to the field. Yep, it looks very, very nice. Went ahead and changed all of the in it. Started out with the hydraulic, brand new, and the planetaries and all that. Changed all them as well, just so that way, I mean, don't think anything had been done, but just went ahead and I felt peace of mind. It's all done. We know we're starting out fresh now. So we know where we're at. So that's good. There is a harness that my other dealer that I bought the tractor from has never got. My dealer locally is taking care of that now. I've gave up. Anyway, long story short. But they got to come run the wiring for the planter, the 2100 planter. There's a cable they didn't have, which he knew that. And it runs to, I think, the radar, because the radar cable is different on this tractor than what my other tractor was. Why they changed this stuff, but you know how these companies are. That, and then the guy also said the antenna cable needs something different too. I didn't ask it that. Yeah, above my head, I didn't really need to know. But so they're getting that. They were calling for snow that next day, so I wanted to get this home here out of the way. So it's here, not quite fully. That's the only thing they got to finish. And they basically said, "Hey, we can do that. We can do that up there." Guy came, and yeah, kitties are having a running spasm. Wash guy came. He washed the Steiger, my Steiger, and he washed the combine. Yeah, don't. Kitties have apparently found a spot, but yeah, I ran it, and that's my fault. I did this. Yeah, after he washed it and all that, I ran it, trying to get the water out of the bearings and all that, and Yeah, I made the mess here at the end, so that's all what I did, kind of flushing stuff out. So that's my bad, but yeah, I always like to run it after we wash it anyway, no matter what, just to kind of get the water out of the bearings, get stuff kind of warmed up. But so I did that, so that's my fault. But yep, it was clean before I ran the combine, so that's my fault. But yep, that's combine's ready to be waxed. I got a guy that's going to come do a ceramic coat, I think. I'm not sure on the ceramic coat. I'm still debating it, but I think we'll ceramic coat it. Steiger is ready to go. I am going to wax it, I think. Tires have all been flipped, so they're good to go. But I think I will wax it here, and I got to look and see if I got all it. If so, I do want to change. I do want to get it serviced and ready to go for spring while it's in here. I do want to kind of get it halfway ready after I thought about that. No use pulling it back out. Really, in my opinion, just kind of get it ready to go while it's in here and it's done. And basically know next year when you want to go to the field, you can. That's kind of my theory to the whole deal. Oil needs changed. Fuel filters, which I changed the fuel filters, or my other guy, part-time guy, helped me change the fuel filters that one day when I was putting on ammonia and I kept getting an error code pop up. He was out in the area, so he just brought me 2 fuel filters and helped me put them on, or he basically did it. So they're basically new filters, but I do want to try and figure out, and I got to do some looking, of how to drain a little bit of this fuel tank out. I do want to do that. I think we've had algae in this before. We treated it, but I kind of want to find somewhere where there's a way to drain this tank a little bit. I know there's a drain. I remember seeing something. I need to talk to my dealer. Drain somewhere. I know you can drain a tank a little bit. Just kind of get the crap out of the bottom. They put kit treatment in to kill it, which we never had no problem after that. But that's it. Kind of everything's kind of piled in the shop kind of right now. But nope, that's kind of what we're working with. Not much going on. Probably will put on, I don't know, thinking I may want to do some grinding. They're calling for some nasty weather next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday could be. We do got some grain to haul as well. 3 loads of corn and a load of beans, I think it is, to go to Terre Haute or Gavilon. I was over there signing contract stuff for this year now, and then also I did some for 25 as well. So I got some of that done. So she didn't say, she just said they had a bunch of grain to move. So I don't know. I got a spot I want to haul. We got where we hauled beans earlier. We got 2 augers up there. I wouldn't mind to go back up there and get the load of beans out up there while everything's up there, and I can bring the 1 corn auger down to 1 bin. I do got to use the grain cart where it's at. I might put it on the 450 if I ain't changed the oil. That's kind of what I'm kind of holding off for. That's kind of what I thought in some ways myself. I could put it on the 450 and get it warmed up and get the oil changed. I mean, yeah, I would have to kind of rinse it back off. I know, no big deal before I waxed it. That's just kind of what I thought. Kind of something like that would be kind of nice. Just kind of get it warmed up instead of just letting it sit here in the shop or sit outside and warm up. You can kind of get it warmed up a little better that way. Won't get it out in the snow and crap, so I ain't doing that. So that's kind of a hindrance there. The 310 I do not want to get out because they've got it looking nice. I do want to get it. I do have plans to ceramic coat it. It will get ceramic coated for sure. It is for sure on that one. That is guaranteed. And kind of go from there. But I guess I can't think of anything else. I guess I'm drawing a blank right now. What all? I did scatter some wheat about 3 weeks ago on kind of some field edges I had. Some wheat we had that was hopper clean out that I cleaned out that before we ever cut, we picked corn. No, we cut, before we ever picked corn. So I did get a little bit of that. I scattered out. It probably ain't going to grow. I mean, we've had some warm weather, but it probably ain't going to grow, but I got rid of it. So that's ready. Well, we did have an issue here. Yeah, I know you don't know about this. Had an issue here. Noticed it a few weeks ago. This started leaking around in here. I come over here one day to get a water. I'm like, man, what's that smell like? Hydraulic oil. And I didn't think anything of it. And I kind of let it go, and I kind of ignored it. And the next day I kind of came back, and man, I smelled it again, and I started seeing, like, well, as you can kind of still kind of see the oil just kind of dripping all down. And we had like 95 gallon in there. I'm like, well, crap, I got to try and get rid of some oil. So I filled a 5-gallon drum right there. I filled it up, fuller than I thought it was. Wasn't expecting that, but it was basically fuller than I ever assumed it being. I didn't get very far. They brought out this day. I had to get a drum in. They brought this drum out for me to fill to help offset that. So yeah, they did that. Which the plan was to take that, because they during the hydraulic we was going to put it back in the 310. Well, that fiasco took forever to ever figure out, and it didn't get done. So I'm stuck with 2 drums of hydraulic oil now. Whatever, it is what it is. Uncle did change the hydraulic oil on his tractor, so we're basically empty. I mean, that's how much oil we got left. So just got to get it off of there at some point. Get all this off and find a way to pump. I got to take the pump out of the drum, and try and get that last jag out of there. Or I think maybe I can. I got 1 jug, which, yeah, I'd say there's probably 10 gallon in the bottom of the tank. Or at least there's a tank. I mean, I've got it all jacked up right now to kind of keep it away from here. But that 1 jug there is empty. So, yeah, that won't do it. So, but then that tank can go burn. Because right here, they brought it to them, the same time they brought the drum. So hopefully this tank does not leak like that one did. Hopefully it's, no issues. Because, yeah, it's, frustrating. And that tank, I got the motor oil tank. I got it the first year, which this shop was in 18. And I think the hydraulic tank, we got it in 19. I think I didn't do them both the same year. I think it was in 19. So kind of should have probably stayed with doing the drums, with doing the hydraulic drums. So what we did. Here, I mean, I'm only going to have 1 drum because, as you can tell, you got your motor oil, hydraulic oil here. Then there's your 85 140, 80 90, and one of them's straight 50 for grain trucks. So yeah, so really there's no room for 2 Hytran drums. There's just really no room for it. And yeah, which we keep. I always said we'd keep this drum right here handy, because this drum is, it'd been bought and paid for way back when, and that's kind of what I thought. But then after the first time, when they fill it, you've got to take the pump off for them to fill it. So yeah, that's what I said that first year. It's like, I ain't doing that, because that's just kind of a pain. Because that's. Every time we've basically taken this off, but 3 or 4 times we've broke the pipe down and had to go buy new pipe. So I've always kind of cussed it and said, no, I've had enough of that. And you got to have somebody with you helping you doing it. It's kind of a pain. And I've kind of said, nope, I ain't doing that again. So that's when I bought that. But for right now, I've got drums to empty. We said in the spring we may change some tractors. We said we'd change our loader tractor and some knickknacks. Skid steer, it'll be 2 years this summer, so yeah, nothing really important there. Just knick-knack stuff, but yep, so that's where we're at, but now it's going to be in the way, but ain't much I can do about it. But I'll stick that tote back up there. I won't fill it till we at least get one of these empty. I mean, heck, that one year we had this 100-gallon tank full, basically full, whatever we use in the off-season, topping stuff off. Basically, we drained the big tank, and we used probably 30 gallon out of the Hytran barrel. So, yeah, I mean, if you blow a bunch of hoses, nothing like going out of style. And that one year, Uncle blew 2 or 3 hoses on the Bueller up underneath the cab. So, yeah, time you knew it, your thing was empty. So, not that I want to do that again, though. That's not appealing when you got to take, But at least now we got away a drum, which, yeah, I don't know how we'd get it out to the field, but yeah. But anyway, that's my update. These kitties are just having a heyday wherever they went. Oh, I lost them now. So that's my update. Not much going on. Seeds done. Yeah, seeds basically. Seeds all done. Got to do chemicals and all that at some point. Not sure when, but got to do that at some point. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Sorry. But I guess that's where all in this, on this, is that go get this little contraption on the skid steer and try and get the thing on and go play with it some. So, hey, hope you all enjoy the video and hope you have a good 24. Oh, and the guy did wash my semi as well. So, yeah, he washed the semi as well. We'd had a hose blown on the grain cart on the hydraulic spout. We didn't know it for a while, and it coated the tractor, and I tried to kind of coated the vehicles, and I tried to wash it, and it wasn't coming off good with cold water stuff. And yeah, he got her off. Man, it looks beautiful. So it's done. So yep, that's my other update for you, or other add-on for you. So I guess that's all. I'll leave you with that for right now. So the Ripper does have new points on it. I put it up before Christmas. It's put up, so it's ready to go for spring. I do gotta tighten the leveler bearings. A lot of them are loose. I don't think the bearings are. I think there's adjustment to tighten them. I'm pretty sure. I'm hoping there is. If not, gotta put new bearings in it. No big deal. I mean, that'd be fairly simple. So I mean, if it is, it is. And if it ain't, it ain't. No big deal. Shank it. Finally come in for the front disc blades. You gotta do it right there. Because yeah, where it's at, be a pain in the butt doing. I'm going to put, well, I keep going now, I'm going. Let's see, I'm going to put the tires that I have on my old one. I'm going to put the tires on. I'm going to have, when I buy new tires for my semi, I'm going to have the place come out. And I'm going to bring both rippers back here so they can flop the tires on. I got fairly new tires on my ripper, so I'm going to have them put the tires on the ripper I bought. So that way I ain't going to worry about it. Tires are fine, but you paid for new tires. I want to use them. The tires that I got ain't bad, but I just want to put, hey, I got new tires. Just one less thing to worry about. So that's my update. So hope y'all enjoy, and I'll talk to you later.